Welcome, everyone. Adam the Woo here.
Join me. Shall you?
Join me. Shall you?
Good?
All right, so today we're going to talk about the final frame in the life of Adam the Woo. He was a true vlogging pioneer, a guy who invited millions of people to join him on his adventures. And in doing so, he built this incredible bond that honestly felt a lot more like friendship than it did fandom. For over a decade, this was it. This was the familiar invitation from David Williams, who we all knew as Adam the Woo. It's such a simple phrase, right? But it launched thousands of adventures and built a massive community, one video at a time. But then, on December 22nd, his entire community was hit with this sudden and just completely shocking news of his passing. The man who had shared so much of his life's journey with all of us had tragically reached his final frame. As you can imagine, the news sent this absolute shockwave of grief through his community of over 1 million followers. For so many people, it really felt less like losing a creator they watched online and a lot more like losing a friend they traveled with. So to really understand why this was such a profound shock to everyone, we kind of need to look at the timeline of events that unfolded in his final days. Okay, so here's what happened. Authorities were called to his home down in Celebration, Florida for a wellness check. A friend who was really concerned and had actually seen him just the day before took this really dramatic step of climbing a ladder up to a third-story window, and that's when he made the discovery. And what made this all the more unbelievable was the fact that he had literally just posted a new video the day before. He seemed to be his usual self, sharing a funny visit with the Grinch, and he was fresh off this month-long international trip. So it begs the question, who exactly was Adam the Woo, and why did his passing have such a deep, profound impact? Well, his journey started way before viral fame was even a thing. His whole journey really began back in 2009. I mean, think about it. This was a time when living in a van to document the forgotten corners of America wasn't some kind of trend. It was a genuinely pioneering act. And his commitment, it was absolutely extraordinary, leading to this incredible 5-year stretch where he posted a new video every single day. He really built his audience from the ground up. And that raw dedication, that passion, it clearly resonated with people. It built this dedicated, loyal community that grew to over 1 million subscribers across all of his channels. And he took that whole community with him on some truly boundless adventures. I mean, eventually, he took them to all 50 US states, sharing every single unique discovery he made along the way. What started out as a passion project for him eventually became a sustainable career. Recent estimates placed his monthly earnings somewhere in this range, which is just a testament to how his unique, authentic brand of exploration had connected with this massive audience that was more than willing to support his adventures. But of course, the numbers, they don't even begin to tell the whole story. The real magic of Adam the Woo was in that unique, personal connection he managed to forge with every single viewer. This was the core of his appeal right here, this feeling that you were right there in the passenger seat with him. His videos were never about polished production or fancy editing. They were all about the authenticity of a shared experience. And you could just see how personal those connections were when the tributes from friends and fellow creators started pouring in. This one about his favorite drink, it just goes to show you the kind of genuine inside joke kind of bond he shared with people. And of course, his family, they shared their profound heartbreak. His sister Faith's words, they just paint this picture of a man who wasn't just some public figure, but a deeply loved and incredibly supportive brother. So while his personal journey has come to an end, the community that he spent more than a decade building, well, they ensure his story doesn't. His adventures, his curiosity, his spirit, it all lives on through them. This whole thing feels a bit like closing a favorite book. And while the final chapter ended way too abruptly, the chapters before it are just filled with so much adventure and curiosity that the story is never truly going to be forgotten. So we'll just leave you with this question to think about. What were the adventures he shared with all of us?